For example, do you know that trips, slips and falls are among the most leading causes for workplace injuries?
I read about a construction worker who slipped on some wet scaffolding.
There are also a few issues that are related to the ergonomic hazards at home.
So what can we do to avoid these type of situations?
Can you share a memorable incident that really emphasized the importance of safety to you? Welcome to the Safe Space, the podcast where we dig into the safety to protect us every day, whether in the workplace or beyond.
My name is Adli,
And my name is Anas.
and today we are going to talk about something that affects all of us work. Workplace safety and hazards that we all should know about and understand.
That's right, from construction sites to office, there are hidden dangers everywhere. But understanding and knowing how to stay safe is key.
Let's start with some of the most common workplace hazards. For example, do you know that trips, slips and falls are among the most leading causes for workplace injuries?
Yes, and it's not just industrial settings. Even office environment can have tripping hazard like loose cable or spilled coffee.
That's true, so whether it's a loose rug or a wet floor, we'll discuss about how these hazards happen and what to do to prevent it.
To make things even more real, we are going to share a few stories. For example, I read about a construction worker who slipped on some wet scaffolding. And thankfully, he was wearing the right safety gear or things could have been much worse.
Exactly, PPE or personal protective gear like helmets and harnesses can quite literally save lives. We'll talk about the essentials of different industries later.
And another story I heard of. A warehouse worker who did not realize he was standing in a blind spot for forklift. Simple awareness training like this could prevent many incidents like this. Simple awareness training could prevent many incidents like this.
So what can we do to avoid this type of situations? Well, let's start with the basics first. First up, proper signage. It may sound basic, but a well-placed sign is crucial.
Yes, and if you are in an office, make sure all workways are clear and that you report any hazard you see, like spills or frayed carpet.
And if you work in a more hazardous environment, you should take advantage of the safety programs, even if they may seem repetitive.
And while we are at it, we have invited a safety expert to assist us and give an expert opinion on this topic. His name is Khairul Nuaim, an OSH committee from the Safety and Health Organization.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Could you talk about your job as an OSH committee and if accidents are just an inevitability?
At Safe and Health Organization, we focus on workplace safety training, and one of the biggest misconceptions is that accidents are just bad luck, but in reality, almost every accident is preventable.
Great point. Would you say that awareness is half the battle?
Absolutely. When workers are educated and vigilant, everyone is safer.
Can you share a memorable incident that really emphasized the importance of safety to you?
Of course, I remember a case where a worker avoided a major injury just by wearing the right protective gear. This highlighted to me how life-saving simple precautions can be.
What do you think are the biggest emerging hazards in today's workplace? Do you think there are new challenges that you see growing in importance?
With the rise of remote work, there are also a few issues that are related to the ergonomic hazards at home, such as mental health challenges from isolation. Plus, extreme weather and climate are also impacting traditional workplaces, especially outdoor industries.
Well, let me ask a question that's been commonly asked in public forum that's related to this topic. Here is the question. How can employees themselves take initiative in ensuring their workplace is safe? Okay.
Oh, that question is quite common. So, employees play a huge role. So, they should feel empowered to speak up about hazards, participate in safety drills, and also look out for their colleagues because safety is a team effort.
Then let me ask you another question, Khairul. This is also a commonly asked question by the public. If an organization wants to build a strong safety culture, where should they start? Any practical tips for employers and employees?
Absolutely. It all starts with training and communication. Employers should encourage open discussions like safety, provide regular training, and ensure everyone understands that reporting hazards is a priority.
I would like to thanks to our guest Khairul Aim for their valuable insight, and I would like to thanks to our audience for listening to our podcast. And remember, safety is everyone's responsibility.
We hope you learned some practical tips here today. Stay safe out there.
Until next time, keep your space safe.